Okay, so this is the interview of Peter Ford on, he's a showbiz guru on the morning show here in Australia. So let's have a listen to what he said. He's very damning, and I suspect Peter maybe watches my videos because he's come up with a term for Meghan that I coined very early on. So let's have a listen.
The Duchess of Sussex, Meghan Markle, has given a bombshell interview for US Magazine. This is called The Cut. There's been quite a bit of reaction to this interview that she gave.
Well, she's throwing another grenade. I suppose first and foremost for me, what fascinates me is, why and where. Why today? Why did she have this interview come out today, which is the eve of the 25th anniversary of Princess Diana's death?
That's amazing, isn't it? It's almost like, remember that movie Single White Female where they're trying to replace, she's like so jealous of her flatmate that she tries to emulate her and replace her. I think that's what is happening with Meghan. She's so obsessed with Princess Diana that she thinks that she's Princess Diana, like a reincarnation almost, and is saving Harry from the nasty press and all this sort of thing and taking him away. And even in Oprah's interview, he sort of alludes that Meghan saved him. It's just kind of weird, isn't it? He's never spoken like that before.
A lot of publicity, a lot of very positive memories and thoughts floating around about that. She now has to go and overshadow the whole thing. Exactly. But see, she couldn't just say to them, oh, let's do it next month. But she had to be in this edition, you see. She had to play dress up. She wants...
Actually, what's very interesting, somebody pointed out that this is the same sort of outfit that Prince Harry's ex-girlfriend Chelsea wore. And yeah, so... very interesting there. I think that was on Harry's grey suits. Could have a look. I might show it right at the end of the video. We'll go hunt it down. But yeah, apparently, yeah, she was wearing all white, just like that jumpsuit.
Next month, but she had to be in this edition, you see. She had to play dress up. She wants to be a model, and this was the fashion edition, so that gave her the opportunity to pose for these sort of pictures. Now, the why is interesting, the where is interesting, because the where is this magazine called The Cut. Now, they have in the past been responsible for spreading scurrilous rumours about Prince William. Now, you would think that she would say, no, I don't think that's really the right outlet for me to be associated with.
I'm sure she would have jumped on anyone else having that association. But when she does it herself, it's just fine, isn't it? She's associating herself with a magazine that's bagging Prince William.
But she didn't say that. No. And so once again, she's made a series of claims that simply don't stand up to scrutiny. Some of the things she's claiming in this may have happened, but they happened in her head. They didn't happen for real. Once again, we see this narcissism come out with this woman. Now, clearly, the commentators are going for her. They're pulling apart everything she said. They're pointing out the discrepancies. Now, one of those people is the broadcaster Dan Wootton. Here is a little of his take on this interview.
I won't play that because I think he, as a Good Morning Britain, tends to copyright things. So I'll just go, was it GBN? There we go.
And again, say to the magazine, look, hold off for a month and we'll do it then. But no, a sociopath doesn't want to do that. They want it to...
Sociopath. This is what I called her very early on, a sociopath. And so Peter Ford's on the bandwagon too. She is a sociopath, in my opinion. I'm no medical professional either, but I've done psychology and I believe she's got the traits of a sociopath in DSM-5.
It has to be now. So she's copying it left, right and centre.
Pete, I've read the article. I don't agree entirely with what Dan was saying. I think he's being extremely harsh. I don't agree with the timing one bit, but I think to call her a sociopath, I think is a little bit harsh.
Well, I think that's my opinion, and that I think there's a bank of evidence to suggest that.
You mean allegedly, Pete, don't you?
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's some interesting insights.
It talks
I'm
about
not
a trained medical person.
Yeah.
No, it talks about going and picking Archie up from kindergarten, from preschool. The photo shoot took place on her neighbour's property. They've made friends in the local community.
But none of that's going to
I think it's a well-written article. But
no, that was in the article.
She knows no one's going to talk about that.
Yeah, you talk about picking up the kids from school. She claimed that she would go to drop the kids off at school in England and there'd be 40 press people there.
Well, that's her victim mentality. She has to always play the victim. She's got to find something to feel sorry for her, but we're all seeing through it. We're just not getting this whole victimhood identity she wants to push forward and identify as, because we can see her just dressing up in hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of clothes, living in a huge mansion, not really working, getting 18 million pounds. That's where I got that 18 million versus 25 million. It's 18 million pounds, which I think translates to $25 million. So multi-million dollar Spotify deals. It's not really something that we sort of relate to feeling sorry for.
That's not true. That didn't happen. There are very strict laws in England about photographing kids, particularly royal kids.
Yeah, exactly. In England, she was actually more protected than in the US.
So a lot of it just doesn't stand up. But it's a well-written article. I've got to say that. It's worth a read.
I think people should read the article.
Absolutely,
and see what they think.
And call Pete at home.
So we'll run through the article in my next video, but I thought we'll just show Peter Falls. I want to just keep this fairly short. The videos on dragging on for half an hour or so forth, because it's going to take a while to get through all this. There's a lot of information. There's a lot of allegations, a lot of things that Meghan is saying. So stay tuned. I'll just do a couple more videos tonight. I'll try and get through them because it's so hard to keep up. And I do believe it's because of Diana's anniversary that she's just pushing all this content through very quickly. Had the podcast with Mariah Carey, got this interview with The Cut. She is trying to overshadow Diana, definitely. 25th anniversary of Princess Diana's death, and so she can't stand anyone else having the limelight, hey? So what do you think? Leave your comments below. Do you think I'm correct, or do you think it's just a coincidence that all this content is coming out just on the anniversary of Diana's death? Okay, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see you very soon. Cheers, bye.